Reaching the playoffs has brought a spark to their building, a new energy and hope. Whether that spark grows or fizzles out completely hinges on their first round game.
Panther 60! Panther 60! Set! Ready! Ready, ready!
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Well, the Vikings defense getting ready for business here as we begin this NFC wildcard game. And one of their stalwarts all season long has been this man at corner.
And give him a lot of credit. It's been a great year for him, but it won't mean much if his guys don't advance at this super wildcard weekend.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
It's a pickup
from just across the midfield stripe. Here's 2nd down and 7.
At the Vikings' 49-yard line.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Goes out left, it's caught by Williams. Well, safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from them flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
2 yards.
This is 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Goff. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he'll go down. Brought down on the 20-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. They're down 3-0 here as this next drive starts. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
In motion goes Patrick. Now it's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And St. Brown going to have the Lions 1st down as he'll get this to the 23-yard line.
That's good. For a Lions 1st down.
They'll send the tight end in motion left.
At the 23-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
180. What's that?
Play action. It's gone. A quick throw there is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw is gone. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The Viking defense back out for this next drive. They trail here in the second quarter as this next drive begins with a 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. They're in the ball game, but could use a stop here. Trailing in this 3rd quarter as this next drive starts 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle.
No gain on the
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Viking defense back out for this next drive. They hold the lead here in this 3rd quarter, but every drive important in a one-score game as this one begins 1st and 10 here. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
180.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Minnesota defense getting set to defend this next drive. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the 4th. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patrick. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1.
Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
They'll go screen here to Hunt.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down.
Now it's Goff.
Room to maneuver at the 35.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
That's good. 4 on Lions.
Now Goff.
St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And his throw here's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Goff now to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.